Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself something honest. Where in your body do you carry the people who hurt you? Not metaphorically, physically. There is a place, maybe your chest, maybe your throat, where an old resentment has taken up residence. And it is not just sitting there quietly. Every unforgiven moment leaves a mark on your energetic body. Not a bruise, a distortion, a jagged, irregular pattern that breaks the natural symmetry your aura is meant to hold. Your biofield, in its healthy state, is architecture. It is sacred geometry, mathematically precise, endlessly repeating, crystalline. Resentment fractures that precision. Today, we are going to look at how to rebuild it, not through forcing yourself to just let go, through geometry.
Let's talk about what resentment actually does energetically. When you experience a wound, a betrayal, a loss, a karmic rupture with someone you loved, your energy body responds the way any structure responds to trauma. It buckles. It develops an irregular pattern at the point of impact. In a healthy auric field, energy moves in repeating, symmetrical patterns. The same sacred proportions you see in a nautilus shell, in a snowflake, in the structure of a flower. This is not coincidence. It is the underlying blueprint of coherent living systems. A held resentment interrupts that blueprint. It creates what practitioners describe as a jagged edge, a place where energy no longer flows smoothly, but catches, loops back on itself, and drains. This is why old grudges feel heavy long after the event itself has passed. You are not remembering the wound. You are maintaining it structurally in real time. And structures that are maintained this way have a cost.
Here is the part most people don't realize. An irregular pattern in the biofield does not just sit there passively. It requires energy to sustain. Think of it like holding your hand in a clenched fist for a year. Even when you're not thinking about it, some part of you is still spending effort to keep it closed. Karmic debts function the same way. Every unresolved resentment is a small, constant expenditure, a leak in the crystalline structure of your field. Over time, these leaks accumulate. This is often why manifestation work stalls for people who are otherwise doing everything right. The intention is clear. The vision board is done. But the field itself is fractured, and fractured geometry does not resonate cleanly with what you are trying to call in. You cannot out-affirm a structural distortion. You have to repair the structure, which is where the flower of life comes in.
The flower of life is one of the oldest sacred symbols on Earth, overlapping circles arranged with such precision that every other fundamental geometric pattern can be derived from it. It has appeared in temples, in manuscripts, in cultures with no recorded contact with one another. Metaphysically, it is understood as a diagram of creation itself, the geometric order underlying all living form. And that makes it uniquely suited to a very specific kind of energy work. When you visualize the flower of life overlaid onto your heart space, you are not adding something foreign to your field. You are reintroducing the pattern your field is already trying to return to. Each intersection point in the flower of life, every place where two circles overlap, becomes a place to meet a specific held resentment, a coordinate, a place to do the work directly rather than in the abstract. This is the shift. Forgiveness stops being a vague emotional instruction and becomes a location you can visit.
Let's do this together now. Bring your attention to your heart center. Breathe in slowly through the nose. As you exhale, visualize a single point of gold light appearing at the center of your chest.
Now, let two circles of soft violet light expand outward from that point, overlapping the way petals of the flower of life unfold. Let them keep multiplying, circle after circle after circle, until the geometry stabilizes into its full familiar pattern. At each intersection point, silently name what you find there: a person, a moment, a debt you've been carrying. You do not need to force forgiveness. Simply breathe into that intersection and let the geometry do what geometry does. It resolves towards symmetry on its own. Breathe in, breathe out, and feel that one jagged edge soften into the curve of the pattern around it. Continue this at your own pace, moving from intersection to intersection until your field feels not empty, but even.
What you just did is not symbolic. The subconscious mind responds to geometric visualization as though it were structural instruction. You gave your energy body a template, and it will continue organizing itself around that template long after this video ends. Resentment will still visit you. That's part of being human. But you now have a practice for what to do when it arrives. Not suppression, not forced positivity, but recalibration. Geometry, breath, release. Your aura was never meant to be jagged. Crystalline symmetry is your baseline state. Every intersection you clear brings you one breath closer to it. If this practice moved something in you, stay a while longer. There's more waiting for you below. Until next time, stay aligned.